Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, how are you? I'm Caitlin and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this look. Look at this, look how stunning this look is. I used my beloved Conspiracy palette for this, but you can use any palette for this. It doesn't have to be these colours. This is just a template of a look. You can use absolutely any palette in the world, from Revolution to Anastasia, any palette at all. So if you want to know how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, I'm going to take a breath before we start the other eye, because this eye was... So as I said before in the little intro, I look so different. Hang on. Okay, as I said before, this look has been created with my firstborn child, the Conspiracy palette. I managed to get this in the surprise restock on Jeffree's website. A bit of a story with this. I bought it for, what was it, £54 I think. On top of that was shipping, customs. I ended up paying about £80 for this. So I'm using it. I'm using it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a really... I wish that dog would shut. So I'm going to start with a really tiny flat brush. I'm going in with my Rides here, which is this black shade here. I'll probably zoom you in, that might help. So with this, it's more about the blending. So don't jam into the palette. Tiny little taps of the pigment and then go in. For this, what you want to do is open your eye really wide and look down a little bit, just so you know that bit is right there. And what you want to do is go in with the black, open your eye really wide and start just tapping right there. And this, if I open now, you can see it's starting to create a curve. So this is really handy. The only problem is eyelashes. They will get in the way and it's really annoying. This is especially handy when you're making a cut crease kind of look, because when you cut a crease, you want to still see all the colour, you know? If you put this black directly in the crease, when you cut it, it'll be up here and you'll lose all the colour. And again, you've got to do this with a very light hand. It looks very messy now, but it will look good, I promise. When you've got your basic shape, you just want to deepen it up where you can. Now this black is so pigmented, so just be careful. And as I said, dab into the shade very lightly. Okay, now you've got your kind of basic shape, and it is really messy, but we've got the kind of structure of what we need to do the whole look. So now I'm not going to go in with any more black. I've just kind of used what I had on my brush and just made sure that everything's filled in. And I'm going to very lightly, I'm holding my brush right at the end, very lightly just scrape around the edges just to soften that line a little bit. And what this is going to do is just make the other shadow that we're going to put on top blend into it easier. Okay, as you can see, this is kind of diffused a little bit. And it's almost tapping it, not even like putting any pressure on it at all, because the last thing you want is for black to just be everywhere on your eyelid. And just fill in the tiny little spaces that are left. So now I'm swapping to a little kind of round brush, and I'm going into Not a Fact, which is this purple shade here. And again, very light. You gotta tap into it, barely even get any on your brush. And instead, this is a mistake that I used to make. When I wanted to blend a shadow above, I would start going above the black. Don't do this, go on top of the black. So if you start going on top of the black, you can still kind of see the purple coming through. Very lightly. So you see the purple's kind of trying to come through now. And the key with this look is just patience. You don't want to just try and get everything done, because it just won't look great. So now I have my basic kind of formation. I have my black and then my purple above, but it's still very unblended. So what I like to do with this, because I don't want to put any more colour because it's going to go way too high and I'm going to run out of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a bigger fluffy brush. I'm going into my Pills, which is this colour right here. Again, very, very tiny amount on the brush. That's probably a bit too much actually. And again, holding the brush right at the very end, very slowly start scraping the edges of this. And you can kind of see already from this part to this part, it's already blended quite a bit. And you've just got to carry on. As I said, the trick to this look is patience. You don't want to go in with loads of one colour because that won't work. I almost went to the wrong shade. That would not have been good. A bright pink in the brow bone. That lovely. And if you think you're done blending, blend more. That's my advice, because it always helps to just give that a little bit more. And don't forget, right in here. Right here. Needs to be blended too. Okay, what I'm doing now is going back into Not a Fact. Tiny, tiny dab. That's literally all I'm going to use. And just dab around. Just so none of that colour has been lost. And then back into the blending brush and blending it again. Yes, I am wearing half a onesie. Don't judge me. My lip, oh no, I should have got rid of this. Anyway, good job of focusing on the eyes. Essentially crease done and dusted, just don't need to do anything to it now. And now we're going to go onto the lower lash line. So once again, we are going into my rides here, right at the top. Again, can't stress this enough, tap the colour. Don't rummage in, don't go in for it, you don't need it. This is all about building up slowly until you get what you want. And I'm just gonna pop the, I can't remember what side I put my colour on. Great. I'm gonna pop this right on the lower lash line. And again, you don't need much. I've said that about 50 million times, but I can't stress it enough, you don't need much. I actually encourage you, if you don't have this palette, use another palette, do the same look, play around with different colour schemes. Use the Modern Renaissance, use a Makeup Revolution palette, use anything you can, because this is a template and you can use literally any colour story, any palette and create this look. It might not be the same colours, but it will be the same template. And if you do, actually tag me on Instagram. If you post it on Instagram, tag me in it and just say, I use this look, this template, and I'd love to see it. My Instagram is caitlin.c_official. So just tag me in it and I'd love to see your guys' creations. Okay, so I've made a very, very thin line under my waterline, and now we're going to go in with What's the Tea? This is such a beautiful shade, oh my god. And for this we're using a fluffier kind of flat brush. Again, what do? We tap that colour, and we are going to start gently brushing along there. Again, don't go under the black because it'll be down here. Go on top of the black and it'll blend out itself. Now we're kind of starting to get somewhere. And now it's time for the bit I've been dreading. It's time to cut the crease. Now, normally I would do this off camera, but this is the kind of main chunk of the tutorial, so pray for me. Okay, for this god-awful task, I'm using very, very tiny, precise precision brush, and the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. So what I normally do is, you will literally just need the amount that's on your doe foot. This can go. So I'm tapping the tiniest little bit. You don't want to overload your brush because otherwise you'll just have a thick smudge of concealer and you don't want that. Okay, what you want to do is put a line of concealer along your lash line and go all the way along. And then do the trick that a lot of people use, just look up and around, and you have a basic kind of starting line. And just kind of follow that line along. And then just slowly start filling in up to there. I think with makeup you can be really sloppy, apart from cut creases. They are the one thing that you cannot be sloppy with. Okay, so for the very inner corner, what I like to do is just start off slightly up from your tear duct and just connect that to where you've drawn and fill that in. So as you notice, this does not really connect to this very well, and that's because we are actually going to go above this line, because if you look straight forward, it's still covered. So take a little bit more concealer, and we're going to use this base that we've already got as a kind of guide, and we're just going to go slightly above that. I've been gone for like 10 minutes because I messed up, but I think I've kind of sorted it out. So I've just done a normal like full cut crease, and now it's time for the hard part, because I will go wrong hands down definitely here. So I'm just gonna tap off all the excess concealer that I have on the outside, and then very, very slowly. Is that good? Did I do it? Hopefully. Okay, this is slightly taller than that one, but you know what? No one's gonna look that much, are they? It looks okay. So now what I'm gonna do is take another, it's a clean, fluffy flat brush, and a loose powder, because right now we have a lot of concealer on our lid, and it's gonna crease a lot. Stick a little bit of loose powder, and we're gonna pop it on our concealer. So now I'm gonna take my Ardell little black eyeliner, and this is for the waterline, so I'm gonna put black in my waterline. This is honestly one of the most pigmented waterline eyeliners I've ever tried, so go buy it. And it's pretty cheap, I think, as well. So, and to do my winged eyeliner, I'm going to use this Ciate London one. It comes with like, one side's your normal kind of felt tip applicator, and the other side is like a stamp, but I'm not going to be using the stamp because I just don't want to. Okay, high-key messed up my eyeliner, but lucky for me I had a lot of concealer left on this brush, and I think that's about right. It's slightly off, I know. Anyway, putting that traumatic experience behind me, I'm going to go in with What's the Tea slightly again, and just connect, just connect that back up to the eyeliner, because some of that would have come away from the concealer. Okay, I'm going to do lashes off camera, and I'll be right back. So this is it. I did my lashes and my lips off camera. I used, what did I use? I used the Colourpop Lippy Sticks in Songbird on my lips. I really like this. I'm not sure if it goes. Yeah, I think it goes. What do you think? And I used the Sexy Sheep lashes. I love these lashes. They were from Depop. They were like £7 for like 20 pairs. So yeah, definitely go check them out. And yeah, what do you guys think? I really, really like it. So don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and don't forget, if you do use this template or this tutorial, tag me in looks and mention me in looks, because I will like them and I will love them. And yeah, that's it. Thanks guys. Bye!